Okay, so how to take a booking on the F. This is your F1 screen. It's your main screen. Okay, and to get to it, you press F1, or you can press on the tab. Whenever you can, use the keys as opposed to the mouse with this application. Okay, and especially with the booking grid down here. Generally speaking, never want to use the mouse. It's always, there are a few exceptions. You can use the keyboard, and here is where the telephone number comes. When you lift the receiver, okay, the telephone number of the caller will come up there, and their previous bookings will be in this grid. Okay, and you can just go through and put the booking time in, obviously, and then just pick the addresses that you need. If they're not there, you put a new address in. You have to have a TAPI compliant telephone system to work this, and this connects to that either over your LAN office network, or you can actually attach on some systems. You can just actually put a USB lead into the PBX, the telephone system, and it will pop up the addresses. When you lift the receiver, all the old jobs will come up. Very useful indeed. Okay, so obviously I haven't got any phone number. I haven't got a phone system connected to this at the moment. I'm just going to go through the bookings. To manually clear, you actually click on that. If you're in the top grid, you just go F12, and you see that goes red, and that's on the booking time. To take a booking, the first thing you do is put the booking time in, and you enter. You don't use the mouse, so put the mouse up there, and you enter on it, and you're presented with the left-hand side, this thing, and you use the arrow keys to go up and down. Okay, it's set at, the time now is 5 to 3, and so it's set at 5 minutes, which is 5 minutes time, which will be 3 o'clock, and this will go down. It always it doesn't put in like only 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 sort of thing, but it won't put in odd numbers. So if you wanted the booking for as soon as possible, it would be on there, and you just go enter on there. Okay, if it was for later, if it was for say 25 minutes, you'd enter on there. Just click return key, and if it was for later on, so if they said, "Oh, can I have it for 8 o'clock tonight?" you just enter on there and put 8 o'clock. Always 24 hours. Okay, I'm just going to escape. Use the escape key to get back out of that, and then if it's for tomorrow, you just go up to tomorrow or down to tomorrow, and you put in enter on there, and then you put in say 8 o'clock for tomorrow. Okay, escape out of it again. If you wanted it for some other time, not today or tomorrow, but perhaps next week, you just go down to next Friday the 30th, enter on there, and that would be 8 o'clock on Thursday to Friday, and then you enter on the time box, that one there, to actually commit to that time. And there you go. When you commit to the time, it moves on one field, and it's on the type field. That means the car type. Okay, and generally speaking, if it's an elderly people, that mobility is not very good. Sometimes they can't get into a minibus if you've got someone on an MPV. So you'd choose saloon a car, okay, like a Skoda Octavia or a Ford Escort, Ford Mondeo. If they had some luggage to go to the railway station, you might want an estate car. Sometimes they've got prams that they won't fold down. You can have a car that will take you can have a van that will take a pram. Same with a wheelchair. Or if it's a multi-seater, you choose that, one of those. If they say, "Oh, can I have 7 people, please?" Yeah, okay. But generally speaking, any car will do. Okay, now, and this is where we come to the address, how to put in the address. So let's say that this is going to be an address that hasn't been used before. First time they've ever phoned up, and let's say it's going to be let's just say, so they want to pick up from One Village Road in Gosport. Okay, and there it is. You just enter on that, and So that is now committed to the database. So you won't have to put that in again if it comes up. If this party phones up again, they say, yeah, can I have a taxi? You say, what, from Village Road? Okay, just go there, and there it is. It on the address lookup, it shows you where it is in your zoning system, Midtown. Okay, and it also shows it on the map. Okay, this is just an example, of course. So, and on this thing here, you just use your arrow key to go up and down, and find it. And then, if you need to come out of it, you can use the escape key, and you select it by just arrowing down and enter. Okay, and then there it is. And from there, you can put in. Well, do they want to go anywhere else? No, they just want to go straight down to the ferry. Okay, so what I did there, I went to One Village Road. I entered on Via, but it was nothing there, so it was immediately shot off to the ferry, to the drop-off field, and I put in the ferry. Okay, and then you put in the name, Rod, and you put any notes, needs a receipt or something. That goes to the driver, the job notes. If you've got a Pacific car that always does this job, you can put a call sign in there, or you can just let the dispatch go. If it's a contract, you enter on there. There isn't any contracts defined as yet. Just escape back out, and then you calculate the fare. And if it's been defined, okay, then it will come up. And there you go. And that's how you take a booking. The reason no fares have come up on that one is because I haven't restarted it. When you do the fare chart, you will have to restart it every time, and then also with the drivers and the cars. You need to spend a few hours getting everything like the fares and the drivers put on there, and then just restart it, and you'll be good to go. So when you save the booking, it moves over to blank, so you can keep pressing enter, nothing will happen. Okay, and up here it switches to the F3 tab. Okay, and this just shows you all the jobs you've taken today in reverse order. Okay, so if you make a mistake or something, or you think, actually, that job I took about half an hour ago, I can't remember what time it was, or was there a mistake? So you can quickly look up all the jobs you've taken in reverse order. You'll soon see it, and then you can go to it and edit it, which I will show you later. And then once you just check the booking, make sure it's okay, and then just press F1. Okay, and you're back to that with your first job, and there it is. It's booked for Friday the 30th of December at 2000. There's no car assigned, so the dispatch will send it out. The job's in Midtown. It's drop off at the ferry. That is obviously drop off ferry zone. The name is Rod. Okay, there's a little field up here that shows you what the notes are on there. It needs a receipt. Fare's £1 because, as I said, I didn't restart it. And that's your first booking.